Side eye. Side eye. Bombastic side eye. They call me Mr. Bombastic. Telefantastic. Mr. Lover Lover. Mmm.
My baby looking too good, yeah, she perfect. No, she worth it. When she pull up, all them man, them flirting. And yeah, she know that she a dime. Call up on my line. Told her, baby, bring it one time. Yeah. Girl, sit down and relax. Girl, let me put it on you, no time for chit chat. Because she move like a queen, and I like what I see, and I wanna get more of that.
I undress and he blows success.
What's really good though? It's your girl Yezzi.Yezzir. We're back with another episode of Hey Sis. Let me just adjust this real quick. I want you to hear me crystal clear. We're back with another episode. How you doing? Let me go and add my cup. I'm not Wendy. I'm not about to do how you doing. What's really good though? We're back with Hey Sis. Another episode. It's your girl Yezzi.Yezzir. Nothing's changed. We're just adding more sauce to the recipe, more seasonings, you know, extra spice, everything nice. You know how the story goes. How's your week been? My week has been good to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. There's been weeks when I've been like, bring on the weekend, man. Bring it on. I'm tired. Mind you, I'll be saying this on a Monday. This week, not so much. You know what I think transformed my week? I met this girl, this woman. Put some respect on her. She deserved the woman title. I met this woman and she told me she goes to the gym at 4 a.m. every morning. That's how she starts her day, right? That's how she's been so progressive in her career. So I want to shout her out. I also want to say that I don't want to deceive myself. I'm not about to wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. No. But I have been starting my day off with the gym. I feel better. I get more hours in the day. But it just feels like I'm doing more in the day because I've allocated more time for myself in the day. So we'll see how this goes. Now, today's episode, it might sound like I'm whinging, but I'm just stating facts. I want the girlies, you know, myself, fellow women. I think we need to step up when it comes to the friendship groups, man. Only because I've witnessed a lot of things on night outs, going to the club. And I feel like, why is it that we're able to organize to go to the club, go to a bar, birthdays, yeah? But that trip that we've been talking about, the trip abroad, the trip that requires more than 3 of us to get on a plane and, dare I say, enjoy ourselves, have an itinerary, you know, like a chic itinerary, yeah, and actually do something. We can't do it, and I don't know why. Because I'm tired. I don't want to go to the club anymore. I've seen a lot of things happen at the club that I'm not impressed with. Nowadays, the solidarity between us is poor. It's poor. And I'm not talking about my own personal experiences. I'm talking about what I've seen. I'm seeing girl groups go into the club. They're leaving their girls behind, or a girl behind that's drunk. Many a times I've had to go up to a guy that I know I didn't see walking with a girl, and I'm like, yo, who is this guy to you? This is me talking to the woman. Who is this guy to you? She's out of it because she's drunk, obviously. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm her boyfriend. I'm looking at him up and down like, I didn't see you walking with her. I don't think you're her boyfriend. And sometimes you got to do a stare down, yeah, because there's some monsters out there. One time I had a proper stare down looking at him like, to the point that he was like, all right, I'll back off. And that type of stuff, it sends shivers down my spine, yeah. It really does send shivers down my spine because I'm thinking, rah, if I had not stepped in and challenged you, claiming that you're her boyfriend, what would have happened tonight? And then I'm thinking, forget me stepping in. Why would your friends leave you? I feel like we're easing into a culture where we're so comfortable with, oh, you found a fella. All right, cool. See you tomorrow. No, you don't know this dude. Get his number. Meet him in the daytime tomorrow. Meet him when you sobered up, not tonight. And yeah, you can say, yo, why are you being such a grab? Haven't you ever heard of a one night stand? Cool. But if you're my friend on my watch in my batch, you can meet him when you've sobered up. And if you want to cuss me out, go ahead. But you see me, I need to sleep well at night. And I'm not going to sleep well at night knowing that you've gone off somewhere. Sometimes you come with a batch. I have come with you. You have found man. Are you next to me anymore? I turn around, I blink, you're gone. You're talking to man. You're talking to another man. I'm thinking, why did I even come? You might as well come by yourself and find the man you're coming for. And that's why I feel like, and listen, if you want to call me picky, call me picky. If we are going on a night out, I want to know the intention of the night out. I think I'm due to know the intention of the night out. Are we going out as girls to have fun? Women, girls just want to have fun. Cindy Lauper up in this bish. Are we going out with the intention of you making me your wing woman because you want to find man? Don't be ashamed. Tell me the truth. If that's the case, cool. Let me know the intention. If the intention is you want to get over your ex, so you're looking to drink to a stupor, you are going to be drunk, letting me know that I can't dare to drink up to the same as you or even more than you because I'm going to be looking after you, fine. Because if you're my friend, I'm with it. We all have chapters in our life that we have to go through, things that just happen. You know, stuff just happens and it's cool. But don't get me out my yard under false pretenses, because we will be talking. Let me know what it is. If we're friends, there's a lot of things, or it will take a lot for me to go, nah. I'll be honest with you, unless the motive I know is going to be absolute trash, as in creeps are going to be about whatever, I don't want to put myself in that situation, obviously for safety reasons, but no longer am I going to say yes blindly. No. Lessons have been learned. I've seen lessons, vicariously or non-vicariously. I want to know the intention of why we're going out. If we're going out to catch man, we're going out to catch man. If we're going out for me to babysit you, essentially, oh yeah, it sounds ugly, but that's what it is at the end of the day. Cool. I know that we're grabbing the Uber. I know that I'm going to have to make sure you get home okay, whatever. But that is to the club. You don't need to tell me the intention of a holiday, but I do want us to step it up. I feel like it's a big 2023, yeah? And I go on TikTok and sometimes I see these groups. They're taking weekend aways, trips here, We ain't even locked in the first quarter of the year, you know. Have we locked in the first quarter? January, February, March, April. We haven't locked in the first quarter. There's 4 quarters in the year. Have we locked it in? I don't know. But people are taking trips. Me, I want to be taking trips. If you're my friend, I want to be taking trips. Because in 2023, I intend to get my passport as many tattoos as possible. I want to go through stamp. By the end of this year, I'm going to just put it out there. You never know. They say if you put it out there, you ask and you shall receive. By the end of this year, the next time I go on another trip here, that's by the end of the year. Okay, I'm being realistic. I want the person at customs to be like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to find a page. I can't find a page. There's no space. You know what that means? It means your girl's been traveling. It means your sis has been catching flights, not feelings. It means I've been living la vida loca unapologetically. Yes, I've just put that out into the universe. Universe, please bring it back. Nah, man. I don't know. I've been avoiding being the organizer. I've been the organizer all my life. I'm a Virgo. So I'm going to organize what needs to be organized and reorganize it. But I take a deep breath when I'm saying this, man. I think I'm going to have to be the person to organize the trip with the girls. And I hate it because I've done it before. And what happens is you start with a good figure. I want to say a good figure is about 8. And then it dwindles and you're down to 4. And don't get me wrong. I'd rather have a quality 4 than a trash 8, best believe. But it's the fact that you go through the different filtering stages when you're organizing a trip between the girls. You know what I'm talking about. First, you're like, guys, let's go on a trip. I'm talking yeses across the board. Here, left, right, and center. And then reality starts to dawn in. And I feel like there's always those few people, you know who you are, that when the group chat is made, you're shaking. You're like, oh, man, I didn't know they were serious. I didn't know they were actually going to do it. Yes, we did it. It's been done. The group chat is here. You've been added. I'm an admin. I can add and remove, but I won't be removing. So if you leave, we will all see that you've left. Heifer. I say this like I'm pointing someone out, but I'm not. I'm really not. But what I'm saying is that, okay, you make the group chat, first stage. That's the second stage. You've talked about first stage. Second stage, you've made the group chat. Third stage is, hey guys, where are we going to go? Now, I decided that we are in a cost of living crisis. So I'm going to be very sensitive to that. I'm sure it's hitting everyone, more, some more than others, but it's touching you. If you say it's not, don't lie. Unless you're a 1% earner, then shout out to you. Whoop, whoop. But I'm going to keep in mind that we are in a cost of living crisis at this point. So we've made the group chat. We're talking about destinations. I'm actually planning out loud how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to go for the big trip first. You know, the Mexico, the Dubai. No. We're going to start small because now this trip is going to decide the subsequent trips from this trip. It's going to let me know which batch is the batch that you can say, yeah, good vibes on this batch is about. So we're going to do a light weekender. 2 to 3 nights, not too heavy, something around the corner. Now, let me just give you a little bit of context. It's London. So around the corner can be a France, it can be a Spain, it can be in Italy, it can be in Amsterdam. Oof, I love being British. It can be a whole lot of things, yeah. But a quick trip, the flight is no more than 2 hours. Or you can take a train. You know, if it's France, you take a young Eurostar. Spain, you take a nice little plane. Cool. 2 trips, two nights. The thing also that I'm going to keep in mind is that I want to give everybody a heads up payment wise. Give them a couple of months to put down the money, but deposits will be collected up in this bish. And what I've learned is that if the deposit's not there with a vendor, you're not seen as a serious person. So best believe we're going to drop down a deposit. If you're serious, drop it like a drop down and it's eagle on, girl. That type of thing. Get Nelly in the room. Because we drop in deposits. Once a deposit is dropped, I know that you're serious. And let me tell you something. I never want to be that person that hounds someone. Cringe as I'm thinking about it. So cringe. And when I say hound, I mean as in, if I've made 2 announcements about the deposit is needed, this is the amount of the deposit, this is when the deposit needs to be paid. So technically that's like 3 announcements, you know. If it has not been paid, I will not be hounding you. Once the ship has sailed, it has sailed into the ocean, into the atmosphere, yeah? The babes that have dropped the deposit are the babes. The babes that have not dropped the deposit, I'm removing them from a chat. And it's not in a mean way, you know. It's actually not in a mean way. It's more of a sense of, I don't want to put any pressure on you. As we're planning and we're talking about what we're going to do and we're having fun, you're out the group. The babes that have dropped the deposit, then we can start talking about, okay, cool. And that's the deposit for flight and hotel. Then we start talking about itinerary. But it's a very light itinerary in a sense of maybe one thing to do per day, and it's not like a mad thing. And then whatever you want to do with the rest of the day is up to you. Again, it depends on the numbers anyway, Sha. I will not be going back and forth with another grown-ass woman about whether or not they want to do a trip. But nor will I be lowering my standards for my life experience. If you don't want to be doing trips, I don't want to be doing the club. And I'm going to say it with my whole chest, man. I'm tired of the club. The club ain't what it used to be as well. Before, when you go to the club, you're excited at the fact of music you've never heard of before, the quirky people you're going to meet, getting dressed up in your fit, and just the atmosphere as a whole. Now, when you go to the club, you don't even know if you're going to get in. Unless you're a table type of girl or you know someone with tables. Imagine leaving your yard and you don't even know if you're going to go into the place that you intended to go in. That's why when that whole concert debacle went on, I'm just thinking, hold on, we're leaving our yard. We're leaving our home, our house, and we don't know if we're going to go get into the venue we're trying to get into. It's mind-blowing for me because I'm really comfortable at home. The way I will set up my home, you think, chai, there's a whole cinema in here. I can't leave my home without knowing if I'm going into a place. If it's a ticket to the event and you're telling me, come we go wing it, you'll be winging it by yourself because I don't wing a night out. Because there ain't nothing long than getting in to a club or not getting into a club. One time, it was my birthday, yeah? Was it my birthday? We're going to cut this out. We're going to go back in. The thing is, yeah, when you can't get into somewhere, it pains you, mate. It's a different kind of pain. And the thing is, you have to come to terms with it because the night ain't changing. Unless you got some really certain people around you. There's been a time when I went to somewhere, yeah. I was dressed to the 9s, to the 10s, to everything. The guy told me full capacity. Now, this bodyguard was built. So I wasn't about to go back and forth with him, nor was I going to argue. But it's the fact that, at this time of night, where are we going to go? Do we salvage the night? Do we decide that the night is dead? Like, what's going on? Oh my gosh. It's dawning on me. I'm going to have to go home. Now, there's been some nights, yeah, where you're just like, let's just go to McDonald's. Let's just get some food. Talk about how rubbish it was and go home. But there's, I think, maybe only 2 occasions that's happened to me. I want to say 1 because only 1 comes to mind, yeah? And I vowed to myself, never will I step up my yard without knowing 100% guaranteed, as in the power's in my hands, to make sure that I can get into this event. I don't like disappointment. I've never missed a flight in my life. In my years of actually booking a flight, my own flight that I've booked, I've never missed a flight. Ask the fiance, we will never miss a flight, not on my watch. I'm from round the way. In the words of Denzel, I'm from round the way. I'm leaving here with something. We like to get extra early to the airport, extra early for check-in, extra early for everything, because I'm not missing a flight. Some people will miss a flight so casually, and we're not talking about how your pocket is set up. Put that to the side. There's some people that will miss a flight and assume, oh, they'll get me on the next flight. Who told you that's guaranteed? Who lied to you? I've seen people that want to get on the next flight, they're not getting on the next flight. The most that they've ever gotten, and I saw it live with my own two eyes, was, oh, you can get a voucher to redeem for another trip. You see, there's a hotel called Hotel Heartbreak Hotel. I will not be checking in anytime soon. And the reason why I've never been late to a flight when I've booked a flight is that one time I was in primary school, I was told we're going to Disneyland. I was gassed. It's not that I haven't been to Disneyland before, but I've been to all the Disneylands. And if I've missed any out, correct me. I've been to Disneyland Paris. I've been to Disneyland Florida. They're like, yo, we're going to Disneyland Paris. I'm at school. I'm bragging. What do you mean? I'm like, yeah, guys, you're not going to see me tomorrow. And I'm always in school. I was always getting 100% attendance. So I was telling everyone, yeah, guys, you're not going to see me in school. You're not going to see me in school. And I would stop the sentence there so they could be like, why not? Oh, because I'm going to Disneyland Paris. Oh, I was braggadocious. So we wake up extra early the next day. It must have been like a Friday. We're in the car. I'm psyched. Did I sleep? Ask me if I slept. I didn't sleep a wink. We're in the car. We're driving. Boom, boom. But I realized by my dad's body language that we're running late. So I'm a bit angsty, but I'm thinking we always make it on time. It ain't nothing. We get to the airport. I've never seen my dad run for a flight. Tell me why this man was running. And I followed him. You know how we are. If one of us is running, we all running. So we're jogging. I'm thinking, yeah, if we jogging, it means we're making the extra effort to make it on time. We get to the gates. The woman says, I'm sorry you're not boarding this flight. My head is spinning, but I'm thinking, that's all right. That's all right. You want to try it with Pops, but one person you're not going to try it with is my mum. So I'm thinking, Mum, get her. Stick it on her. Come on. Do what you got to do. Because my mum, she's going to get what she wants. She's talking to the woman, but face, stone. I said, oh my gosh. Now, my dad asked a question of, hold on, but based on the timings, I know this plane is not left. She's like, yeah, it's not left, but the gate is closed. Oh my gosh. The echo of the gate is closed, the gate is closed, the gate is closed. It's making me shake. I'm thinking, nah. Could possible, nah. I'm standing frozen in the airport, yeah. I'm looking at my brother, I'm looking at my sister, my head is spinning. I'm like, nah. And you know what's going through my mind? Oh my God. Are we going back home? Then my dad's trying everything he can do. He's like, yo, can we get on another flight? Nope. Mind you, there's tickets that's been bought for Disneyland. So timings wise, we're way behind. It's just jacked up. And we woke up mad early so we could have a good day's worth in Disneyland Paris. There's a lot of back and forth going on. And you know what? Sometimes the longer the back and forth, it doesn't always mean you're going to get what you want. So they turn around. My mum is giving one side eye to my dad. To be honest with you, my mum couldn't do a side eye if she tried. It was a full on to my dad, yeah. And he's like, yeah, we're going home. I'm like, oh my gosh. I felt so drained. These times I'm a child. I felt so drained. I'm in the car going back home and I'm thinking, Chai, what am I going to tell them at school? So come Monday, they're like, yeah, how was Disneyland Paris? I went silent as well, yeah, because back then you'd have like MSN. No, we weren't even on MSN, to be fair. We were too young for that. But I was silent. Like, my friends knew it was silent. No, we did have MSN. No, we didn't have MSN Messenger. But I went silent off the radar. So come Monday, you know, certain people, they want to just, they know what's going on. So they're like, bro, what happened? I just said it, you know, missed the flight. It didn't happen. And the face of, was like a wave. And when I saw the faces of people trying to hold back their laugh, I said, yep, This will never happen to me again, man. So ever since then, I've always been extra early for a flight. I'm checking things 2-3 times over. If we got to take a shuttle, if we got to take a cab, if we got to book this, we got to book that. And I've become the itinerary queen. Yo, what's really good though is your girl Yezzi.Yezzir. And if you're seeing this right now, it means that we've come to the point of the episode where you need to subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Don't be shy. Now I'm going to give you a moment to subscribe. Otherwise, I'm going to be giving you some side eyes. Side eye. Cool. So you subscribed, you've liked, and then you probably want to comment after the video. That's cool. Anyway, let's get back to the episode. Okay, and we are back. Now, when it comes to the girls' trip, yeah, I feel the thing that sets the tone for the beginning of the trip to the end of the trip is the airport. Now, we will organize whether we're having 1 or 2 designated drivers. I don't care if there's 4 of us, 6 of us, 8 of us. The numbers don't matter. If we say, okay, we're going to drive down, the pivotal point is the time that we meet up for. So if we agreed we're going to meet up at 4 a.m., 2 a.m., 6 a.m., get yourself there on time. Am I a bad friend here? If we get to the airport for a girls' trip and you are not there, am I a bad friend for getting on that plane? Because there's always one person that wants to go ahead and make you look bad. And sometimes I'm looking like, who do you want to impress? Because it's you that's missing out on the flight and hotel. You are missing out on the activities that's already been pre-booked, but you want to be that person that waited. Let me go ahead and get you your Blue Peter badge. There you go. The medal that you were looking for, there you go. Because you see me, I'm getting on that flight because I don't pick money from the floor. And having a good time, organized fun that we had to take time out to go and do. You decided to be late for whatever reason, I don't know. But we're all grown-ass women. Grown-ass women that have decided we're going to meet for this time. You didn't meet us for this time to get in the car. Then you said, yeah, I'm going to meet you at the airport. Cool, we're checking in, you're not there. We'll put our bags through, you're not there. The gate has opened, you're still not there. That's fine. If you make it to the airport, the hotel, whatever time you want to do, if you want to meet us for the second day, even the last day, that's not my problem. But there's always one friend that is just the queen of, oh, I'll wait for them outside the club. Oh, I'll wait for them at the airport. Watch. I don't care about impressing. I don't suck up to my friends, you know. My friends, I love you, you love me, that's it. But when it comes to a flight, oh, honey, I'm catching a flight. I'm going to catch that flight. In the words of Denzel. I'm never going to drop this meme, by the way. In the words of Denzel, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving here with something. Now, let's break down this girls' trip etiquette, yeah? First things first, communicating with anyone that's not on the trip. You can go ahead and do that. Check in if you want to check in with your partner, your kids, your grandmother. I don't care. You check in from the top of the day. Not in the midst of us doing activities, because you're here for a reason. You're here to let your hair down. You're here to relax. You're here to disconnect. It's not me that should be telling you should go and take care of yourself. Cool. Because there's certain girls, and you know who you are, you want to be on the phone morning to night with your man. Morning to night. You're on holiday. You're still on the phone to him morning to night. Sis, he'll be fine. Sis, if he's going to cheat, he'll cheat. Enjoy the holiday. Thank you. Now, I'm not someone that I'm going to drag you down for breakfast. Would it be nice if we can all have breakfast together as a group? Of course it would be. That's fine. Don't come down for breakfast. I'll eat my breakfast in peace. But if we've booked an activity, and let's just say we're doing one activity a day or one every other day, you better show up for that activity. Now, there's some people, and I want to say shout out to you, because you make me look bad, where you're like, oh, let's wait for this person to come down. And you're willing to miss the activity that you've paid for, you know. Per person that you've paid for, you want to miss it because you're waiting on someone. Let me tell you something. If there's 5 of us and one person is letting us down, guess who's going to miss out on that activity? Only one person. Because, baby, I'm getting on that coach. I'm going to do the activity that I've paid for. Because in this life, people have to learn the hard way. If you want to learn the hard way, that's your business. Because especially when you're on holiday, we know they hike up the amount for all these little activities you're doing, whether you're going on a vineyard, horse riding, scuba diving, all this stuff, jet skiing, easily £100+. And I'm going to miss that out without the guarantee of going again because someone wanted to have a lie-in. Not my problem. But I got to round up this episode, man. Oh my gosh. But what I'm trying to say is in the big 2023, I want to see the girlies, my ladies. We need to step up, okay? Forget the club. The clubs ain't changing. The clubs aren't getting any better. unless you got like one of those curated nights, like Room 187 or Hot Since 91. I personally went to Hot Since 91, loved it. It's got that theme to it. If it's a theme night, I'm there. If it's not a theme night, let's forget the club. Let's book trips. Let's have experiences and memories that will last forever. Let's just step it up. And no, we don't have to break the bank. Even if we start off with a day trip. Do you know how many places you can go to in a day trip? A young weekender, that's what I'm here for. So, if you want to put me out of my misery and not make me have to make the group chat, and you want to curate the group chat on my behalf, here, I'm here for it. Until then, let's just step it up. And let's go out of our comfort zone, man. I'm seeing people do paragliding, jumping out with the parachute, skydiving. I'm listing this. I have no intentions to do it, but I'm just saying it's cute to say. Anyway, you've been listening or watching Hey Sis. You know I always got to get something off my chest. You're going to see friends of the show come through every week, or sometimes they're behind the camera. You know, some people are camera shy. Until then, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and stay blessed.
And I like what I see, and I wanna get more of that.
I undress and he blows success. Lay down as you decompress. Come on and forget the stress. Got the 9 to 5 cause he tryna change his life. He can't help it but to show his bad side. So